Huge announcement, new move merch is out. Hope you guys enjoy it. We got the OG design, which I'm wearing right now, and we have 2 new designs for you guys. Got hoodies available as well for each of them, shirts for each of them. The baby blue color is one of my favorites, and like I said, it's just in time for tournament season, so check it out. Appreciate it. Thank you guys all very much for the support over the years. It's been a crazy ride with the move. Thank you. So obviously fighting Void, like, they're always going to be a hard team to fight. They're just a good team, so no matter what, it's going to be hard. We were kind of surprised that they played this. So basically thought process going into it is like, we've been playing a lot of Boomy Rogue. We've been playing a lot of Rogue Mage. Obviously, we're known for playing RPS. We thought that they were going to probably play Fire Assass. And even though I think we can beat Fire Assass as Boomy Rogue, I think that it's kind of a sketchy matchup defensively. Well, I think we can win the RMP mirror too, because I think Frost Outlaw does well into Fire Assass. But I also think that RPS is just like a very solid, it's like a very secure comp to play into Rogue Mage, always is. So we expected them to play Fire Assass just because I think that was their best option. Either that or Boomy Rogue was kind of what we thought. They ended up blind picking Windwalker Outlaw, which, like, I think is scary kinda, but also not. Like, I think we can actually get a lot of momentum into this, so somewhat of a surprise first game, I would say. But this opener was so crazy too. I swear we could have actually killed them. So I get sapped. I earth them the sap, so I can earth it on the sap. La Palm's gonna be a hard team, but same as every team, I think we can win. We just gotta be smart with what we pick, play well. 60, what up? So I got earth on the sap. We double cheap. I think we want to go priest instantly here, right? So they stun peek out of, they stun peek on the go as well, right when he pops out. We get a double fierce silence to set up. And this was so fried. I swear this was so fucking fried. If I had like one more sip of caffeine, I think we win this game in the opener. Because what I do is I run up and I hex. I run up and I hex the monk. And then I Stormkeeper. And I get the zaps. But I don't get the pull until after. So like, realistically, if I get the hex here and then I immediately like Ghost Wolf and then I unleash shield on the Guardian Spirit and his Lightwell, I think we actually kill him in the opener, because we had mind games too. Like, I think we just kill him, but instead he gets out. We proc Guardian and he gets out at like 30%. So I think if I did that correctly, I think we could have actually killed them in the opener. So unfortunate. Let's skip ahead here to where things get fucking crazy. Dippy, what up? Congrats on your win. There you go, 5.5 minutes. This was a long first game, so a lot of this really just came down to us like triple dotting with Priest and like trying to get a lot of setups on the Holy Priest. So this is a cup. This is a tournament cup. It's a double elimination. So we are in the top 3 now. You play on 2 separate days. We're now in the top 3 in the upper bracket, and we play again tomorrow. So now, if we win both our series tomorrow, then we just win this cup. We get a lot of points going into the finals. There's another cup next weekend. And then after that cup, the finals happens where it's the top 4 of NA. And we get like a little mini tournament for the finals. Yeah, Liquid losing was kind of a surprise. I'm surprised they didn't just lead with Boomy DH or Boomy Rogue. Like, I know Boomy DH is really hard to fight just because, like, the Demon Hunter does so much damage. Like, I think playing DK Rogue is good if you're on a small map. Like, I think if you're going to play a small map, like a counter pick, then DK Rogue is fine. But leading with DK Rogue was kind of weird. But, I mean, hey, fuck it. Sometimes you got to take the risk, man. So, I mean, this game, there's really not much to talk about this game. We literally just triple dotted them and, like, slowly tried to dwindle them down with a lot of swaps to Priest. So, yeah, I think this first game was pretty sloppy for me. We swap Priest again, stun mind games. We get to double stun. I think we win this game shortly, right? Who do we kill this game? Don't we kill Monk? I think we kill Monk. Monk gets away low HP. He ports. We're going back Priest. Ports back. Gullible Fear. Pull the heal. I missed my kick too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I precog this guy like the worst time. Missed my kick right here. Thank God he was just If we lose this... Oh, but actually, I made up for this. Obviously, guys. Obviously, I made up for this. That's why I'm professional at this game. So I missed my kick, but I whirlpool on his heal and went 40% dampening. So his power word life did nothing. Look at this. He gets the life off right here. and it does nothing. Totally intentional. Totally intentional. Make him think that precog is a buff, but in reality, it's checkmate. It's over. The game's done. Jesus, man. Yeah, I would say this first game was definitely like pretty sloppy for me, but we got it done. We got it done. I think they tried to come up with something new playing this comp, but what is nice about Shadow Priest when we get to play this way, where Wiz is just triple dotting, is if you look at the damage, like if we're just triple dotting and we get to dampening, you know, we have a very, very high chance to just win the game. We have a very high chance to win the game if Wiz is just triple dotting and doing 53 million damage. You know, we got baited really hard this game, I think, was the biggest issue. So this game wasn't too bad, but we got baited pretty hard by trying to do a lot of swaps to Rogue. And I think with how Priest damage is now, like with the build Wiz is playing, and with how Priest healing is with Lightwell, it's really hard to just get those swaps and actually burst the guy down. So this game kind of was bad for us because we spent way too much time going the Rogue. Like we kept trying for like 5 minutes to do swaps to Rogue, and something would always happen to mess it up, or he would just live because we didn't have enough damage. So I definitely think this was... I mean, this was our one loss too, but this was a rough game. Because I think right around this mark, we realized that going Rogue was really bad. Yeah, it's hard to stop the Boomy. Like, stopping the Boomy while also getting the double CC on the Priest and the Rogue and having enough burst to kill through Lightwell is really hard. Like, even a lot of our stuns, too, when we're dying, are just kind of to peel, right? So, like, this kidney right here is to peel. We're falling behind. It's Incarn as well. And then I think in a second here, I just die like an idiot. Right at the pillar. Trying to cast. I get stunned. I walled nothing, too. I didn't even realize I did this. So I walled. And that's what leads to my death. We're kidneyed. We press a couple heals. We swap. We have disperse, so we press swap here instead. I don't think Wiz realized that it just came up. I get feared to the open. And then this whole ending was just fried. Like, I didn't even realize that I walled. Definitely a troll day for me. And they're kind of training me down. And like during this whole last 20 seconds here, we get a Stormkeeper to get some pressure on the go. I get a couple zaps out. And like right here, I'm just screaming that I walled. It's like, yeah, I walled. I'm fine. Didn't have wall. Die like an idiot. So definitely sucks because I think if we live here, I have Trinket coming back. I have Earthen back. We have Disperse. 40% dampening. They have no skin, no Guardian, no swap. Like, we can probably come back here and win this game. I mean, they have skin, but they have no swap, no Guardian. Priest is no Trinket. Rogue is no Trinket. Like, we can probably win this game. Cora, what up? But this whole last, like, 40 seconds was really bad from my part, or on my part. I think we also spent a lot of the game just kind of wasting time by just going the Rogue a lot. I just... like completely choked that game. The Ruins game was definitely a bit better for us, I would say. We kind of stuck to our game plan of Priest and Druid. Definitely did not get baited super hard going Rogue, which I think was the biggest issue of the last game. I think I can avoid fears a lot better too. Like, I think there was like... I think between this game and the last game, I avoided fears a lot better. Where this game, I was like just getting feared like on DR. Or not on DR, but he definitely got like too many fears on me, I would say. Sirarium helps in the game, yeah. He talks every now and then. He calms during the game as well. So I get beamed here, almost die. We get the swap off. Going back Boomy. Found the Rogue. Hex the Rogue, I think he dispels. Static him away. I think my statics this series just sucked. Like they were just bad. Like even this static is like so useless. This static is also useless. Like I get in what? I move him 5 yards. Like if I move him further here, and then I can like DRCC the Priest or something when he's out of line. Like if I move him right here where the Priest has to push in, I think it changes this and we can get more pressure. So my stacks this series definitely kind of sucked. Like even here, right? Like this is why damage is good, right? Like look at this. The Boomy leaps in. I flame shock him and I'm just crushing him. I flame shock him. I kick him. I'm just blasting damage. I get one lava burst. I get another lava burst. I get another lava burst. Like it's what, 32% dampening, and I did in that moment I probably did like 450 500k damage to the Boomy. So like in this amount of dampening he can't catch up, right? And that's what's nice. That's what I was trying to explain about playing either playing Lava Surge or even just playing Stormkeeper. Like whenever people are finally starting to run away and you have a lot of momentum, that's when it gets a lot worse for them, right? Because they're running away, they're trying to reposition, and I get to do more things. Like here they're running, get kidneyed. We get a gouge on the priest. Gets stunned by the rogue, so he stuns him. I top whiz. He grips him out of line. I think I run up here and like try to static him on his leap. Static his leap. So we static the disengage from the Boomy. We drag him back forward to Pika. Pika's stuck in a root. We get him MC'd low. I think this is where we swap priest too, right? We swap priest off the spirit. Oh my god, I still can't believe this rogue lived here. I can't believe we didn't proc cheat here. I get a lasso on the rogue. Rogue trinkets to peel. He swaps. I Stormkeeper. And look at the zaps. Look at the zaps. Yo, Harry, what up? Look at the zaps, dude. We get one zap. Second zap. Look at his health. Look at his health. How did this guy live? How do we not proc cheat here, man? So we get double zap here with Stormkeeper. They're mega panicked now. He runs in circles. They get a Guardian. Priest out of CC. So 37% mana or dampening. He still has a lot of mana, but dampening's really high. I'm pretty here now too. Wiz starts healing. We disperse to save. Kidney on the Boomy. We get skin as well. So now they have no Guardian. They have no trinkets. No swap. No Guardian. No spirit. They try to do an Incarn go. Wiz disperses. They swap Pika. We grip the swap as well. So we grip Pika on the Incarn. Kind of reset here. And then I think this is where it just gets really bad for them. We kind of reset a little bit, live Incarn, and then I get to do a lot of damage too. So I Primordial, I get my AG off, my NS, I link to save mana, and then I should be able to get some pressure here. Nick's just dying anyways. Flame Shock does a lot too. Like Flame Shock, if you look at my damage, see, I'm telling you, I did 6 million damage. I think I actually, can I check that? I'm on the different account. I think in the last game we played, I actually outdamaged the priest by like 2.5 or 3 million. All right, so we got Empyrean Domain. So this was crazy. They both run away super far and just ditch the rogue here. So right around here, Calvish has no trinket, no evasion, no cloak. The priest is off the screen. You can't even see him. He's max range. I try to static him. He fades. I root him back there. Boomy jumps away. We do a swap on the rogue and he like dispels himself and barely gets it. I think if I was a little bit better, we'd probably kill here. Like if I'm a little more aware and I try to like hex him or something in the root, we probably kill here. But instead we get a cheat proc and we get a swap. Because like the whole time we're doing this, this is the go that I'm screaming we need to do. Right about here when we fear the rogue, I'm just screaming that rogue has nothing. So like right here, I'm calling that we need to swap rogue. And that's where I start trying to like get better positioning from the priest. So I run over, I try to static, he fades, I root him. We swap the rogue. If I cast a hex here, he has 3 choices. He can either death it, he can try to dispel his root instead with his next global, or he can like try to dispel super quick and hope that the Boomy can dispel his hex, because Boomy is playing D-Curse. But I think if everything went the way it did, we probably just win the game. Like right... I root him. Right here, if I just cast a hex on the root, even if he sits for like a half second, we probably win because he gets to swap. He like barely gets in range to swap right here. We proc cheat. And then he swaps. Like he's mashing swap right when he gets in range. So maybe there is a chance. There's a small chance that if I hex there, we just win right there. Like the game is done. But... regardless, obviously still got the win, so that's nice. They fell super far behind here too because Calvish ended up being the kill target as well. So did you waste trinket? I trinketed to kill him, and then he lived. So you can technically call it a waste. I trinketed and flame shocked this guy. Like that was my last global because right here I get cloned. and I trinket flame shock him. And then we proc cheat and he like barely lives. Barely fucking lives. Look at his HP. 0.9 seconds he has cheat and I have a flame shock on him. You think you were going to at all? Not really. I wasn't too worried about mana. Like, we're both there. It's not like the biggest concern. And then obviously this is like the final sequence here where Calvish is just on the run forever. Kearney's dead Calvish has nothing. They're trying to peel and just live. As well, but I think at this point, like, they're kind of just done for. His Lightwell's too far, is like really far as well. Oh my god, he gets a meld here too, or he gets a vanish. He vanishes here, and immediately everyone in the call except me is like, sigh of relief, the game is over. But he actually lived with vanish here, like right here. Look at his health. Look at his health. He vanishes right here, and both Pika and Wiz and Ceralium are all just like, oh, nice win, nice win. He's done. But he's just sitting. He's just sitting in vanish. Holy shit! Look at his HP in this vanish, dude. You can't. He doesn't even have a green health bar. You can't even see it. There's no green. But he vanishes here. It lives. Jesus, man. I normally swap gear around depending on what we're fighting. So like this series I played more haste. Some series I'll play more verse. Some series I'll play a little bit more crit. Like if I'm playing with the boomkin, I'll play more crit. Depends. Here we go. So there we go, baby. Nothing better than seeing the move with a nice victory above it. Nothing better.